I'm Old Head Ed.
And I'm Mr. Beleaf. And we like to welcome y'all to Barcodes. Barcodes is a podcast where we delve into the lyrics of your favorite MCs, verse by verse.
Each episode, we invite an artist onto the show,
break down their own bars, and give the listeners a deeper understanding of the meaning and inspiration behind their music.
From underground up-and-comers to established industry veterans.
We cover it all. So join us as we explore the art of MCing and the stories behind the bars on Barcodes.
Barcodes in the building. Yes. The podcast. I am Old Head Ed.
Mr. Beleaf on this side.
Welcome to Tuesday. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Let me tell you, today is a special Tuesday because we got a returning guest, a dear friend of ours of the show.
Yeah.
Yep. A staple in Miami hip hop, and anybody that's part of Miami hip hop knows this man. And he was the first episode of Barcodes, and he will be, if he's willing, more and more episodes.
Returning guests, open door policy. Man, we were just chatting off mic that he was a participating guinea pig, if you will, because when we first sat down with any artist and him being the first one, we were just kind of like, let's see what we get out of this. The thought, the concept was there, the idea was kind of like hashed out, but in the theory was there, but the practice hadn't happened.
He was the arm that pushed us over the ledge so we could fly.
Yeah,
that's the truth right there.
An esteemed MC, an esteemed guest, and a returning guest. We got to keep him in rotation. We talking about none of you gotta see who it is. We talking about
NoEmotion.
We write love on them real quick. We write love.
Tag him up.
Everybody that's watching, you know what I'm
Tag
saying?
him up.
Tag some love.
NoEmotion of NoEmotion and the Godz. NoEmotion Gold Mask. Don't ask.
We appreciate you, man.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all.
This works out lovely, man. Again, like Beleaf said, it's like, we've had guests come back, but what you helped to start with this podcast, what you helped to start, and the fact that you were willing to be like, yo, we're all gonna feel our way around this and figure it out on the fly, and you did a hell of a job on the first go round. Of course, the Godz are always gonna support with NoEmotion. Yes,
shout out to the Godz.
And they came through heavy. And gave us a major push. Kind of also set us on our route, on our path, and we figured some things out, I'd like to say, but 30 plus episodes, we figured something out. We figured some things out, and we've kind of gotten into a little bit of a better of a groove. So we only felt it was right to give you your proper respects and bring you back, and when things are a little more in motion, you know what I'm saying?
I love it.
With the little graphics now.
Yeah, graphics. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. Wow. So the routine, man. This is what we do. We have an esteemed guest, an esteemed MC sit down with us and take us through a verse of their choosing. We'll go line for line. We'll do 4 bars. We'll give the guest an opportunity to kind of break down the meanings, the inspirations behind the bars, and then myself and Beleaf will jump in with maybe certain things that kind of resonate with us, questions that we might have, and just just all the little things that as a fan or as a listener picks up on when it comes to verses. So man, what are we getting into today?
We're getting into a newer song, a part of my Hump Day release, because you guys know that I represent Penis and Vagina Records.
Penis and Vagina Records. I always chuckle when I hear that shit.
Penis and Vagina Records, because it's where we all come from. And
the origins.
CUM.
The origins.
The origins of all of your existence comes from comes from sex, comes from a penis and a vagina. Shout out to everybody that comes from penis and vagina.
Shout out.
Thank you for tuning in.
In about 20 years, there are going to be people coming out of tubes, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're
we being cloned. Is this a cloned episode?
And if nobody noticed, I have been cloned. Nobody else has noticed that I am the clone version of myself. I'm actually under the streets of South Florida. I am underground like Leonardo, dog.
He has sent his representative.
Yeah, dog. Hell yeah, bro.
Beautiful.
So what was the name of the track that you brought today, man?
Terror of Terror.
Terror of Terror,
man.
Which is It's clever. I like it because it's a play on Tower of Terror, and it's tarot as in the cards of terror.
Yeah, I asked my friend, how do I pronounce it correctly? Because I feel like it's Terrier to Territ, and he told me, and I dropped the ball. But yeah, Tower of Terror because so I created that song because my homies started getting into doing the tarot card readings, right? Okay, and they started getting fucking scarily good at it. Scarily, like they were fucking.
Like a lot, like
predicting the future.
Okay.
Predicting people's lives and what could possibly happen. They pulled my cards and exactly what I was going through. They pulled those cards. It was like the first card was like, I think it was like the 9 of Swords or something, and it was like a person sitting in the bed with his hands over his face like this, and I was like, I do that all the time. I just sit in my bed in sadness and just like this. And then the second one was this dude in a fucking robe. In the desert, lost, right? And I'm like, oh my God, I wear a robe just like that. I thought I was gonna die the other day. And I had a robe on just like it. And then the last one was friendship and camaraderie.
A positive one though, right?
Yeah. All right. So that's my cycle. I go through the sadness, then I go through the lost, and then I find one person. I find one human being that makes me not feel alone. And then it starts again. Wow. But I still have that person with me that we share cups with. It's the last card was of 2 cups, and it stands for just the clanking of cups, the clanking of friendship. Cheers, I'm always finding new friendship because, bro, I fucking really. I've realized that is where my wealth is. My wealth is where my friendships are. It's not in my money, in my bank account, or my crypto, or my stocks. It's in my friendships with my homies that I'm there for them and they're there for me. So that whole shit, that whole era came because of that title. Hell yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Dope. It's dope. Man, I'm excited.
So the Tarot of Terror, that's like zeroing in on the first 2 cards.
Yes.
All right.
Exactly. Zeroing in on the first 2 cards, but like it's the cycle that's terrifying. It's the cycle that it's coming back again. Yeah. Like I could walk out and meet a new person and it's all great. But dog, it's coming back. The sadness in the bed will return. The lost feeling will return. But then I'll find somebody that'll make me not feel alone, and I love that. I love it. I love my cycle that I got.
There you go. Boom, boom, boom.
Let's get into it.
All right. So who reads it? I read it.
The format changed since he.
Oh yeah, help me, dog.
The format did change before. In his first episode, we were the ones saying the lines, and then he'll give us an interpretation.
Yeah, now we do it the other way around, where we have the artist read the lines, kind of go, give us some of the origins as to how that became to be, and then Beleaf and I will jump in and let you know what we pick up, what we take away from it.
So we could go with like 4 lines, and then we'll
delve into it. Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, let me give a quick shout out to Sage the 33rd Scroll.
Yes.
For not only just producing this beat, but for always helping me and being there with me through these 52 weeks of video releases that I've been doing. Hump Day 1 through 51. This week coming up is going to be our last one. So this is kind of like a good moment that I'm showing up because next Wednesday is our last one. Wow, I don't know what's next after that. We're going to change it up. We might do something a month, but we don't know. So big shout out to Sage the 33rd. Yes. Big shout out to Dr. Vogt. It was us 3. It was 3 of us that made sure this happened because there was weeks where I was like, we could skip a week. And one of us would be like, nah, chill. Big shout out to Buff for the nah chill.
Word.
So let's get right into it. Let's do the first few bars. Only 10 more days until we reach 800. How did the Godz find so many kindred spirits? I still didn't get to hear Kendrick's new album. When you hear somebody appreciate life, I don't doubt them.
Okay. All right. That's a good way to set this thing off here.
So with the 10 more days until we reach 800, it's crazy how long ago that was. Because I was doing a song every day. And obviously, I recorded this song 10 days before I got to 800. So the concept of that, at that time, I couldn't even fathom reaching 1,000 yet. I couldn't fathom being at a point where I was going to be like, what do I do next? I was just in this zone of recording. And it's sort of like a capsule of time of 10 days before I made this song, we were gearing up to hit 800. And that's a big landmark. And then I say, how did the Godz find so many kindred spirits? That's based off of other kindred spirits watching me create something every single day. Like, if you see somebody cutting down trees and building boats and you're like, well, I want to get off this fucking island too.
Yeah.
You're going to fucking pull up to the beach.
Likewise people, like-minded people.
Like-minded people. I got to get out of here too. So they're going to be like, hey, what can I do to help? What can I do?
Yeah.
And I found so many kindred spirits that agree with me, and just we're all on the same vibe. You know, shout out to the Godz, bro. I found so many people that were just like me due to the fact that I started recording a song every day. And then I said, I still didn't get to hear Kendrick's new album. Like, he's one of my favorite artists. You know, he's super dope. But I did not have time to listen to somebody that I consider my favorite, because not only am I working on my shit, but I'm working on my homies' shit. I'm helping my homies. I'm da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving with my people, and we're trying to grow. We're trying to build. And then the next bar is, when I find somebody that appreciates life, I don't doubt them. It's sort of like some people, when you hear them talking good about their lives, it's sort of like you think they're lying. Yeah. Like, they're like, yo, I got this fucking car, I got this money, I got this, like, it's different versions of it, but the way that I meant it was like, if somebody's like, aren't the trees beautiful? Isn't nature wonderful? It's like, damn, this person is serious. But somebody that's negative, that's like, I hate my life, you believe those people immediately.
Yeah, you don't even doubt them.
You don't even doubt it. You're right there with them. Like, doesn't life suck? But somebody that appreciates their existence, there's a moment where you have to be like, is he telling me the truth? Do I believe what this fucking human's telling me? But dog, when somebody comes to me right now and where I'm at in life and they're like, man, I really appreciate that I get to go to work every day. That concept sounds crazy.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. Like some people
but
like, can't register that.
I appreciate that I have my job. I appreciate that I have my life, that I'm taking care of my family. I appreciate it. Yeah. But somebody that has the same job as me, same responsibilities, wakes up same time, is probably going to hate it. And he's going to be more believable to me. They're going to think that I'm wearing a fucking mask, that I'm cloaking my realness for me appreciating my life. So if somebody appreciates life, I really and truly do not doubt them, because life is so beautiful, dog.
Word.
Facts. A round of applause for that right there. Yeah, it's true.
Hell yeah.
Like, I was just gonna ask. I have to ask at this point. Have you heard Kendrick Lamar's latest album?
Still haven't heard it, dog.
The streak is still alive.
I know it's still alive, bro. Because I'm still going, but I am going to. What's dope is that the music it's not going to evaporate, you know, back into the sky.
Yeah.
What he created the last time is still there. I've heard everybody's opinion about it. It's like when you hear about a movie or something. Oh, it's not as da-da-da. But I genuinely like the way they do raps. I genuinely like his opinion on his reality. So I'm going to take the time to listen to it. I just haven't had the time yet, you know?
You've been real busy.
I've been busy, dog.
Been putting in work. I was gonna tell you, like, one of the lines right here where you say, how did the Godz find so many kindred spirits, is like, you I like to mention the Discord and everything that you've created. You've created a society, you know what I'm saying, of kindred spirits, you know what I'm saying, of people, of like-minded people that are there. And they all are talented, all of them.
Yeah,
I'm part of that community myself. You know what I'm saying?
So are you?
So yes,
and it's a very beautiful thing to see, like, where it's like, you know how in Wu-Tang you say we form with like Voltron, and it's, I've never seen that really pulled off in reality than seeing it in the Discord.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
It, man.
Yeah.
And, shout out to the Godz.
Shout out to the Godz, man.
And it's dope that, going back to, it's dope that you there was avenues created where these people could kind of come together.
Yes.
Whether it's like by via the Discord, the YouTube live streams. Yes. So there was always a way, and you guys always found the next thing that would bring people even closer together.
Yep.
And as soon as you open up those lanes, then everybody, it's just a matter of the one person telling the next, and it's like, yeah, this is where we go. This is what we do.
This is the address. Pull up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So let's go into the next few bars. There's no more questions once you find answers. spitting fire like they doused them in gasoline. Dark times, time to build us a lighthouse. Nothing wrong with threatening, meddling teenagers.
Okay.
So I feel like we're all in a search for answers, right? And then what happens when you find the answer, dog? Well, you're left with there's no more questions. And like I'm kind of always torn between the journey of me finding answers and the journey of me finding questions. Because what do you really want to find? Do you want to find questions or do you want to find answers? Because answers is the end of the question.
Yes. Yeah, so now you're going to have to come equipped with more questions.
To keep moving forward.
Yeah. And like you said, once you get the answer, it's how does that affect your next line of question? That might, like you said, that either might be the end of it.
Exactly.
Or that might create a whole other.
Exactly. So like, you know, I'm just always looking for the next question, bro. And I don't want to, it's sort of like a reminder to myself that once you find the answer, dog, it's not over. You know, but I'm saying once you find the answer, there's no more questions, which is like I'm lying to myself, but which is not true because there's always more questions. And then I said, spitting fire like they doused them in gasoline. I figure if you pour anything on somebody's head and all over them, a lot of it's going to get in their mouth, right? And then once you actually light them on fire, I feel like somebody's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like you're gonna
get
be
this out of my mouth.
You're definitely gonna be screaming, but when you're screaming like
you're spitting fire.
You're spitting
you know what I'm saying?
out.
And I feel like it's kind of one of those regular rap bars. I spit fire, son.
Yeah.
I'm spitting fire.
Dylan.
But it's more like the dude being doused in gasoline that everybody's seen, you know, where he does it as a protest. And he's doused in gasoline, and then the next bar is dark times, time to build us a lighthouse. Like, dog, there's people burning themselves in the street.
Yeah.
There's people burning themselves alive just to be noticed and make a point. Like, we need to build a lighthouse to help us find our way back out of the darkness. Like, I call the Discord our lighthouse. And sometimes there'll be one of us sitting in the lighthouse, and I'll be doing something, and I'll pop in and I'll be like, hey, yo, thanks for keeping the lighthouse on, dog.
Wow, okay. Dope. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yo, so you've been keeping the lighthouse on all day? And they'll just be like, just by themselves, like, I got it on just in case somebody needs to find their way home. Because you never know when somebody's lost. Because, dog, sometimes I'll pull up, bro. Like, one time I lost, like, I was out drunk, drugs, blah, blah, blah. And I just needed someplace to go vent, and they're in the lighthouse, and I'm just like, I lost my fucking wallet. And then I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
There's other people that pull up there, and they just needed a place to find, to escape their version of darkness. And then everybody gives them this version of light, whether it's all right, that shit don't matter. You'll go to the DMV. Hey, look, I just looked this shit up, dog. Your DMV is fucking free. Because that's how we move, dog. We try to help people out of darkness. Our friends, we try to help them out of the dark times. And in dark times, you need to build a fucking lighthouse because you're not the only one in the dark times. Yeah. Don't accept it. You know what I mean? Some people are, you know, sacrificing themselves every day. And then there's nothing wrong with meddling and threatening teenagers. Of course, that's a play on Scooby-Doo and a play on the lighthouse, because the teenagers would be up in the lighthouse wondering, what the fuck's going on in here? And then the young generation talks shit about the older generation. Yeah. So they're up in there talking shit, blah, blah. Maybe we're in the lighthouse trying to do some insurance fraud.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Maybe we're trying to do some adult shit that your young mind can't comprehend. But you up in the lighthouse talking about, where's Dr. Momoto? Where's going on in here? I'm gonna unmask NoEmotion. Like, yo, I will fucking kill you, you little shit. I will murder you in front of your family. Shut the fuck up. Don't you dare unmask me right now. We got shit going on up here.
Obviously, he covered the threatening part.
Threatening meddling teenagers. Get your bitch ass out of my yard. You know what I'm saying? We up here doing some shit, and y'all motherfuckers don't got nothing to do but do these new dance moves and talk shit about us, dog. We trying to survive, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah, dog.
It's always a pleasure having you, man.
Yo, I appreciate it, man.
Shit, man.
'Cause that's real shit, though.
That's the real shit right there.
Hell yeah! So what y'all got to talk about it,
Well,
right?
So I think I like the fact that the lighthouse is a great a great concept, and like you said earlier, you're like, man, you showed up, and you were already in a mood, and if it wasn't for the fact that somebody was there, it's like what would that evolved into? Like how much worse would things have gotten for you if you came in a mood and there was nobody there as the beacon of light?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
The beacon of light. Like I love how you phrase it as a lighthouse during dark times, because without a lighthouse, you crash into the rocks. You're done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the fact that it's a metaphor of having somebody keeping that light on
to guide
people home. It's a brilliant
concept. And I like the fact that you applied that to the Discord, and that's exactly what it's referenced as.
Yes.
That's pretty dope.
Everybody in the Discord knows when I say lighthouse. They know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with threatening meddling teenagers. We already went over that. Sometimes, and it's funny because it's like you said, not every teenager that meddles and finds himself close to the lighthouse is going to understand the concept of it. Exactly. They might not be in a time in their life where they could kind of appreciate what the existence of it.
They're lost. They don't even know what it is. What's that tall building?
Yeah, exactly. Why is it there? What am I supposed to do when I get there?
They might go in there and cut the light off.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody left his light on.
Yeah, exactly. On some just like rebellious teenager shit, and then now the next person who's in need of that light,
they're lost.
They're lost.
Hell yeah!
So threatening them teenagers, bro.
So boom. So I guess we keep it moving. So the next bar kind of plays off of the whole lighthouse and the meddling teenager thing. I lost my way until I changed my direction. In and out of selection due to my complexion. A lot to think about. All these choices will affect my future. Is there any side effects from over drinking kombucha? So I lost my way until I found direction, which goes back to the lighthouse. I found my lighthouse. I found where I'm at. I got my footing in the ocean or on land. And I have to change my direction now that I know where I'm heading. And that's pretty much what I was saying, playing off of that. In and out of selection due to my complexion. I am an African American and I do live in America. So I might get first draft for a basketball team, but not for the managerial position at a bank. Or I might not get picked to be the whatever the fuck it is. Like there's different selections due to my complexion, like where people you know what I'm saying? I just always felt like in my life that like I was always being placed in certain situations due to my fucking complexion, due to my race and my who I am in this country. And people that are not from this country, which I deal with a lot because of my Discord, they literally don't have a concept of what our reality here as black people is. It's like this false sense of reality. And it's like, no, you don't understand. Like I am being judged before I'm able to even show my character. For certain situations, I have to prove that I'm a good worker. I have to prove that I'm a blah, blah. Like, but if maybe I'm wrong, but if my complexion was different, maybe I would have been first draft for the managerial position at Bank of America Finances. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that wasn't the situation. And then I say there's a lot to think about. All these choices will affect my future. Every choice, when we're younger, we don't think nothing we do is going to affect us the next day. Yeah. Every choice I do, and especially it goes back to the last bar with my complexion. Like, I got a future ahead of me because I got smart parents. My mom cares, my dad cares. But I have to use my future in the whatever it is that's coming up. I have to make the right choice, dog. Because whatever choice I make is going to affect my future and the people around me. And then this last bar goes with the future shit. Is there any side effects of drinking kombucha? It's like, I'm trying to be fucking healthy, To
prolong the future. This is one of the choices you're making.
I'm making a choice to prolong my future by drinking kombucha, but what the fuck happens when you overdrink it?
When you overdrink kombucha.
Yeah. Like all I do, I stop drinking water. I only drink kombucha. I don't even eat. I just, like, dog, there's going to be a side effect to that. Yeah. So it's all side effects, you know what I'm saying? The effect of being black, the effect of making choices, the effect of over drinking, the effect of overworking out, over drinking protein shakes, over steroids, over drugs, whatever it is. What is the effect? Because I feel like nobody's ever thought of What happens if you drink too much fucking kombucha?
Yeah, as there are studies that show, like, we don't know if anybody's
I personally don't know. I mean, they said vaping was safe until they said it's killing the kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I've been drinking a lot of kombucha too.
I've been drinking it too.
That's a good question.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I've been drinking it too because, it has all those pretty words on it.
Yeah.
Energizes your chakras and fucking, you're going to be stronger, better, harder, ready to go. And then it's like, oh, I'm going to drink this every day. But
what happens? Yeah. What happens if there's a negative
this
reaction?
Yeah. To this choice that you made. Hell yeah.
Yeah. All in the search for a future. Mm-hmm. That's dope. Yeah. So now I'm interested. I'm like, now I'm gonna have to Google what happens if you drink too much kombucha.
Now when I like how you broke down the in and out of selection due to my complexion. One of the things that I loved about what was during your breakdown, where you were saying that a lot of the people from that you know or you interact with that are outside of the States don't understand.
Yes.
They can't even comprehend the concept of in being in a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? So that was a pretty dope reveal.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And the choices that will affect my future, like every little choice that you have is going to affect your future. You know what I'm saying? Like, you decide to turn right over here.
Yep.
Might affect your future because you turned right instead of turning left, and whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It might be positive or it might be negative. Yeah. So that's we already touched on the kombucha thing.
Yes.
Yeah. But
yes.
All right, so let's go
moving.
with the next one.
I always used to wonder why the toughest guys would always cry. Whenever I'm down, I surround myself with nature. The mainstream is using hip hop to give you a brain freeze.
Okay.
I have a long, short story that's filled with glory. So, when I was growing up, bro, I got some hood-ass family members, dog. I got some hood-ass niggas, bro. I'm from Brooklyn, Brownsville, right? Brownsville is, from what I know, I didn't fully grow up there, but my pops and my people, my brothers, they're from Brownsville. Brownsville is like one of the toughest spots in New York. If you do research, blah, 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 that's what I hear, dog. Brownsville is pretty rough. And all of my toughest people in my life, cousins, brothers, gangsters, dog, I watch them do violent shit. But when they get a little bit slithered and they start talking about who they are and what they've done, they will cry. And I always wondered why. From when I was young, man, I think this dude could lift a car over his head. I believe that this dude could beat up any man in the streets. But the moment that they start being like, listen, man, you don't want to start smoking weed, man. Don't start drinking this alcohol and shit, man. Don't start robbing people because this shit ain't the life for you, dog. Nah. But then right after they're done, they'll wipe the chairs and be like, all right, let's load up. Time to go get it. And I would be so confused by watching the people that I thought were like the gladiators in my life. They were filled with emotion. They were filled with sadness, but they did what they had to do. Yeah. And then whenever I'm down, I surround myself with nature. So that kind of goes with the whole last bar with the people being sad and being fucked up, but they're trapped in the city, so they can't even go to nature. Yeah. But I really created that bar with the surround myself with nature because my homie Dr. Vogue, that helps me with most of my videos, whenever he gets sad, bro, like, we're all together every day. And we know when somebody's not feeling good. Sometimes he got to go camping. And he goes camping. He goes out in the woods. He filmed a video for me in the middle of a river in the woods somewhere in Oregon. And he literally got stranded in the middle of Oregon. And they had to come fucking rescue him and all this shit.
Real?
In the middle of a video. If you go watch a video where somebody's on a raft and then
the lazy river joint. They like a little stream.
He crashes and gets stranded. They had to helicopter him off of that place.
Yo, I did not know that behind the scenes. Like,
yes, bro. So, but whenever Vogue gets fucking down, he's got to go into nature, and then he comes back like he's a completely different person. He just needs to go to nature. That is not really me saying that. That's just one of my closest friends. me living through him in a way. But yeah, man, anytime he goes through some shit, he's got to go to nature and he comes back different. And then the next bar goes with the whole going into nature, the mainstream, right?
Yes.
The mainstream is using hip hop to give you a brain freeze. So it's sort of like the water's so cold, bro, in hip hop because it's cold. It's cold,
Unforgiving.
Cold like death. That shit'll brain freeze you up, but you'll get trapped in that brain freeze. You know what I'm saying? You'll be stuck. And the mainstream of hip hop is giving everybody a brain freeze. And then the last bar is I have a long, short story that's filled with glory. And it's pretty much, that bar is pretty much me telling the whole entire existence of the 1,000 songs and plus. The entire, everything that I've been doing from before the Godz. I got a long, short story that's filled with glory, dog. I did 1,000 songs every day. I've got fucking 20 something plus albums. I've got over 500 music videos. I did countless amount of shows, countless amount of comedy shows. But if I was to just tell you, that shit's short as fuck.
Yeah.
It's so long, but I condense it into this small amount of words. So it's a long, short story, but it's filled with my own glory. You know what I'm saying? So
just like how you just did right now, where you just stated all of those accomplishments.
Yeah.
But it was a short thing, but it's if you like go into it and
magnifying
expand
glass and
it's like a lot of accomplishments. Heavy accomplishments.
Yeah, dog, and I'm super proud of them. Super proud of all my people.
Yeah. Whenever I'm down, I surround myself with nature. That's interesting. I'm glad that we were able to delve into that a little bit more because I remember seeing the video, but I never grasped the concept that he got stuck out there.
That he crashed at the end of the video. He crashed and had to swim for his life.
I had no idea.
Because the river was taking him. The whole video, he's super chill. You know, going down the river, and then boom, there's
that
bushes.
Was all part of the plan.
Bushes, plants, phone lands in the water.
It's the video that we're referring to right here.
Yeah, that one there.
That one, yeah. So he crashed into the thing, and we didn't know where he was. We knew he wasn't safe. It was a whole fucking, all through the Discord, all through Instagram with all the guys. Save Dr. Vogue. That hashtag save Dr. Vogue. That shit was going on. Like, that was a big part of our lives. Niggas was filled with fear, bruh.
Man, it's crazy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We were scared, you know what I'm saying? Because we knew what was going on. And then he's like, hey, I have a video. What? Yeah. We're going to make it a video. Yeah, let's go.
I'm just hoping that it doesn't deter him from keeping that way of kind of uplifting himself. Like, that experience might be enough for someone to go like, yo, I ain't never stepping foot out in the woods. Or
he still kept going. We're talking that was one trip, dog. He goes to nature, dog. That's what he does, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people have that outlet. And nature is definitely an outlet for a lot of people. Yeah,
a reset, a way for them to kind of like push away all the noise for a second and then maybe collect your thoughts in a more serene and calm situation.
It definitely makes me want to go camping one day. Like, I haven't done it, right? But we got hella parks.
Yeah, we do.
We have parks here in Florida that we could just go and like get a tent and camp. I think I'm going to do that with my family one day. Right now, I'm a Floridian camper. You guys know what that means? Well, take a guess. Take your best guess. I'm a Floridian camper. What is
like
backyard?
Nope.
Oh.
I don't know, like a mobile home.
Go to the beach.
Yeah.
I go to the beach, man, and I sit there and I put my umbrella in the sand and block the sun out. I got my cooler. I feel like that's camping.
It feels like it sometimes.
It feels like camping to me. So I camp like a South Floridian, dog.
I mean, I'm gonna be 100, man. I don't like camping because I don't fuck with bears, bro.
Yeah. But they're not here with us.
I know we're here not that much. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think there is. But like, bears are fucking terrifying, bro.
No, they are, dog.
like seriously, dog. Like they're like the only animal that, like, mammal or whatever animal that eat you alive. You know what I'm saying? They don't, you know, like cats and shit like that. The big cats, they'll go to your neck to kill you to eat you. But bears don't do that shit. They'll just start tearing you up.
Look you in the eyes and communicate with you the whole time.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you taste good, motherfucker.
Yeah, this is delicious.
No, damn, no, but South Floridian camping. I like that. I like that.
All right, so we moving on.
Yes, wait, hold on. There's,
okay.
I want to circle back on the always. You always wonder why the toughest guys would always cry.
Yes.
And I relate to that because I've seen a lot of tough people that I consider really tough. And there's a lot of trauma. There's a lot of
trauma, dog.
A lot of
deep.
trauma deep inside of them.
So deep, bruh.
That's why I chuckled when you started saying, "They're like, yo, you don't want to do this," because I've heard that speech many times.
Many times
while they're smoking a blunt or some shit. They're like, "Yo, you don't want to do this shit.
You don't want this shit."
Like, or. So I resonated with that bar because I was like, and that explanation because I was like, damn, man, it's true, yo. Like, the toughest individuals have a lot of deep trauma inside of them. That at least the ones that I've come across.
Yeah, same for me, dog.
Yeah. And that bravado, that them maintaining that how do you say that shielding on them, it also becomes a weight. It also becomes something that applies more pressure to the emotion they do feel. So you're gonna have those moments where they break.
Yeah,
they break. Like, and
it's usually after a few drinks too.
And after a few drinks, bro.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure, man. So and then the next bars go, I don't care if I'm wrong. This puzzle seems like it needs to be rearranged. I'm on a quest collecting all of my lost dreams. I don't work as a doorman, but I open them for strangers. Very good at pretending to be okay while I suffer in silence. Okay, so with the puzzle bar, bro, like I always feel like my life is a puzzle piece that I'm doing in my own way. Like somebody else might walk up to my puzzle and I'd be like, yo, come check this puzzle. And they'd be like, yo, it's all wrong. And but it's like, it doesn't matter, dog, what the puzzle you gave me. Somehow it's still a square. Somehow, right? Like if it's a circle puzzle or a square puzzle or a triangle puzzle, when you look at it, the image is not what the picture on the box is showing you, but it's still a star. It's still a circle. It's still a square. I don't give a damn what's going on with this puzzle, but I'm going to fix this shit to make it fix my reality, dog. Even if I got to get some scissors and cut a little piece off the puzzle.
Even if you got to adjust those pieces.
Even if I got to adjust the pieces of my puzzle. And I got in trouble as a kid for that, dog. Like, that bar comes from my childhood because I got tired of the puzzle, not me. I got tired of me not able to make the puzzle fit, that I started adjusting the puzzle pieces, and my mom, dad, brothers, yo, what the fuck is this, dog? That's not the bear's hand is at his feet.
Gotcha.
But it's a square.
But it's still a square. It's still together. It still looks like it's together. Sorry that my picture and my imagery didn't fit what it was supposed to be, but it still fucking got put together. And then I'm on a quest collecting all my lost dreams. It goes with the puzzle shit. I'm collecting all my lost dreams. Every dream that I thought I had, and I'm putting it together to the best of my ability, dog. And I'm just putting this shit together, dog. If it don't match what you thought it was supposed to be, that sucks for you. It sucks for your eyes, not mine, because I'm just taking my lost shit, cutting it up the best I can, and putting it together. And then I say, I don't work as a doorman, but I open it for strangers. Because, dog, if I just meet somebody that I feel like I'm connect with, I'll give them all my game. I'll give them the keys to the fucking castle. I'll be like, hey, dog, this is how you walk in through the back. This is how you go through the front. This is how you blah, blah, blah. There's stairs up there. And I don't even know them. It's a complete stranger. But I will open the door for you. But I don't work for you, dog. I don't work for this society. I don't work for the building. I don't work for nobody. I work for me. But I'm willing to open the door for anybody that I believe gives a fuck about walking into whatever building it is that I'm holding the door for. So I'm not a doorman, but my brother, I promise you, if you meet me in real life and you communicate with me, you're gonna realize that I will open the door for you, dog. That's something that I can't help.
Does that come from a place where someone opened up the door for you and like set the tone for that?
It comes from a place that I feel like nobody ever opened up a door for me.
That's why I was going to jump on that same concept right there, where you just said, where like, is that coming from a place where nobody opened the door, so you're like, nah, you feel like you should open the door.
It's my duty to do that because I haven't come across anybody to look. Everything that we get in this reality comes from humans. So for me to say that is kind of wrong because every show that I ever did came from a human. Somebody did open doors for me, but in my absolute mind reality, it feels like nobody did, and I am probably wrong for that. Because everybody, y'all are giving me an opportunity right now. Y'all are opening a door right now for me. Right in front of me, this is a door that y'all have control of the locks that y'all opened up for me. So I'm pretty much wrong for that because I genuinely, but that's how I be feeling. I be feeling like, don't nobody open no doors for me. And then somebody does open doors for you. You just kind of got to realize that you're not the only one opening doors, but yo, dog, this is my music, and I'm just saying shit that I know that how I feel, but I know really deep down when I think down, I got homies like y'all, y'all be opening doors, bro.
Maybe that stems from something from earlier onset of your career.
A different part of life.
A different part of the thing. Because I know when I was younger, right, just to correlate with it, when I was younger, it was like almost impossible to get rides. There was no fucking Uber or nothing like that. So it was impossible to get rides and move around. Like even when I'll have like what I would deem as close friends back then. They'll get their car, but then they were all bougie about the shit. Like, I can't. I got too many people, or whatever the fucking case may be. So when I got my car, I was like, I'm never gonna be like that with people. So like, yo, you need a ride, nigga, let's go.
Let's go. I
got you. So that's why I was like, yo, maybe it stems from that something in the past like that.
It stems from all of that. It just stems from that. In my mind, I just not having access to the door, that if I have a door, bro, I open it for people, bro, and I don't feel nothing about it. You know what I mean? The only thing that I feel is that I'm opening this door because nobody opened it for me. You know what I mean? And that's how I felt. And then the next bar kind of goes with that one is, I'm very good at pretending that I'm okay while I'm suffering in silence. Like, I wear a sad mask most times, and bro, I'm a fucking very sad person, dog. Like, most of the people that's closest to me, they know that I'm always fucking sad about some shit. I'm always, like, beating myself up. I always feel lesser than, and I'm really good at hiding it. I'm really good at seeming like I'm good. But, dog, I be suffering in silence because of the chip on my shoulder of nobody opens the door for me. Nobody fucking cares about me. My wife hates me saying all that shit because I be talking to nobody gives a fuck that I want Oreos. Y'all ate all the cookies. Y'all knew that there was 4 left. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm one of those people, dog. Like, I'm always feeling like da-da-da-da-da, but I'll hide it, though. Like, I'm really good at hiding because, yo, as a real man, being a man in this society, the worst thing you could do is tell everybody how sad you are about your bullshit and how sad you are. Watch how everybody switch up on you the more you cry in front of people, the more you complain. The best thing you could do is just suffer in silence. And I know that sounds horrible to the therapists out there trying to get your fucking insurance money, but dog, hide that shit, suck it in, be a man, and show everybody how tough you are because you're going to get past it. And all it takes is a couple of days for you to rearrange your thoughts, sort of like I just did right now in front of y'all. Like, yo, nobody opened doors for me. Wait a second. I'm sitting on fucking Barcodez right now. So how dare I say nobody opens doors for me, dog? Like, that's not a true statement. You're just in your fucking feelings. And, yeah, dog, I'm really good at hiding my sadness, dog.
So it's safe to say, like, when you get in your feelings, jump out of it.
Jump out of it.
You know what I'm saying? And just be silent about it. You know what I'm saying? Or just, throw a little dabble of inside of your music, Yes. But then come right back out of it and keep on moving.
Keep moving forward, dog.
I think it's dope that despite the fact, even at those moments when you feel like nobody's opening up a door for whether you're absolutely correct or not, or you might not notice it in the moment that there has been doors open for you. The options for anybody in that situation can be, well, I'm not going to open anybody else's doors, or I'm still going to continue to do it regardless of what's coming away. So I think even though you feel in a spot where you're like, yo, nobody's opened these doors for me, you could have made things worse by saying, well, fuck that, I'm not going to open any doors for anybody else.
I'm locking them all.
But I'm locking them all out. But no, you're continuing, especially if it's something where other people, you don't want people to fall into that same trap where it's like, if you feel that way, the next person that you open the door for, it's less likely for them to say, I've never, nobody's ever allowed me into a position to succeed. So, the last line's there.
Okay, so let's keep moving forward. So solve this riddle. I busted 7 nuts and have 9 kids. Why do old people hate learning new things from young people? Nothing better than an emo session with no emotion. I saw the water, so I dove in. Okay, so I guess that's a fucking question for y'all. I busted 7 nuts and I had 9 kids, guys. Solve that fucking
You have
riddle.
one set of twins is what I want to say.
One set of twins.
One
right
set
there.
of twins. Yeah. It's gotta be.
I don't have the math
Or
question.
two
It's just-
set. No, actually, hold on.
Wait, no. Shit,
yeah,
no,
it's
wait,
a set
hold
of
on.
Nah,
twins.
it's
Isn't
two
that
se-
2?
Yeah, it's 2.
2 sets?
Hold on a second. Hold on.
7 nuts.
You busted 7 nuts.
9 kids.
9 kids. So that means, bro, no, you can't. You can't do that, because let's say number 6 nut gives you 6. You had a set of triplets.
Ah.
On the 7th one, you got 3.
I got 3. I like
plus
it.
6,
What's your
you're 9.
math equation on that one, dog?
I think that's what I'm
You
gonna
got
go
2
with.
step kids.
Yes.
I like it, dog. I like it, dog.
Yes.
Hell yeah, dog. And then the next bar kind of goes off of the whole fucking a bunch of kids. And then why do old people hate learning from new people, dog? Like, I don't understand why, like, older generation just really does not want to learn from the young people.
I'll tell you exactly why.
Why?
I'll tell you exactly why. Because once you've done something for so long, there's some people that have a problem with admitting that this new way of doing it might be the better way. Because then to them it might feel like a moral loss. It's like, hey, I've been doing this wrong the whole time. Or not necessarily wrong. I could have been doing this a lot. This could have been a lot easier for me if I didn't stick to my guns and double down and do it this way. So now when somebody presents an idea where you're like, oh fuck, like I could have, but now you're too late. You're committed.
You
now,
feel
like,
stupid, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. And then so you have to ask yourself, like, what means more to you? Does it mean more to you to stand your ground and die on that hill, and still continue to do it the way you do it, even though there's something that's simpler because a younger person figured out the better way around it, or does it mean more to you to have the ease and not have to fight so hard to do so, or not do it, work but smart and not hard. Yeah. And then you say, all right, you take the L. Hey, listen, I thought I had it figured out, but this young cat came in and figured it out that it was an easier way to do it. And I'm going to adapt to that.
I saw something online where KRS-One breaks down this whole dynamic of older people learning from younger people, and younger people should learn from older people, and that's the only way both of them could stay ahead.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
And it was just like, yo, the way he broke down the game on that, was like, whoa, like, shout out to KRS-One for that one. Shout out to NoEmotion for bringing this up too right here.
Hell yeah. And then with the whole nothing better than an emo session with no emotion, I saw the water, so I dove in. I feel like there's a whole lot of emotional people lost, dog, that stumble across my shit. They're emotional. I am no emotion, but I am very emotional. I'm very emo, dog. If anybody tunes into my sessions, depending on my vibe, I be wearing my feelings on a sleeve. So it's like, damn, dog, I saw the water. So I dove in. And then they become one of the gods. And then we all together, because my water is your water, the vibe that I be on be the same type of vibe. Like, there's nothing better than a session with no emo. There's nothing better than an emo session, because some of my sessions is very work oriented. Yes. But some of my sessions is like, man, today I've been going through it. And then when people be telling me that those are their favorite sessions, you know what I'm saying? So I personally was like, looking through the eyes of somebody finding me, there's nothing better than a session with no emotion. I saw the water, so I dove in. Hell yeah.
Fresh.
Yeah, I've witnessed both sessions before. You know what I'm saying? And I admit, I've seen the business minded no emotion. It's like, all right, guys, all business. Let's knock this out. Da. Then I seen the one that you get into the vibe of whatever the scenario is that you were in at that moment. So yeah, man, we're all human, and that's the best thing that I could lay it down.
We all love water. We love swimming, dog.
Yep.
No matter what type of water.
Sometimes you gotta just dive in.
Yeah.
You gotta just dive.
You're already camping at the beach. Just dive in.
Just dive
Camping
in.
at the
Hell
beach.
yeah, we doing Floridian camping.
Yeah.
I like that little.
So the next bar that we got going on here is, I time traveled and Beethoven taught me how to play the guitar. Saw a light show in the daytime, didn't see anything. I don't talk about my feelings, it shows on the surface. My dick has a lot of girth and a curve in it.
Wow, revealing. Those are revealing bars.
Very revealing bars. So the first bar, let's try to move through it. You know what I'm saying? I time traveled. Beethoven taught me how to play guitar. You know what I'm saying? I personally believe that I'm always moving through different timelines. Like sometimes my memory, my family's memory, people I work with, their memory and shit. It's like the Mandela effect shit, right? Maybe Beethoven played the guitar.
He did everything else.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was This is just our timeline, you know what I'm saying? But we all know that he's known for piano. But I said about the guitar because I just be in this shit about that. I feel like I'm jumping through timelines, bro. Like I just be ending up in different timelines.
And in that timeline, he played the guitar.
In that timeline, he played the guitar.
Gave lessons and everything.
Exactly.
The multiverse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I saw a light show in the daytime and didn't see anything. How the fuck you gonna see a light show in the daytime?
You're not. You're not.
You can't see nothing.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoever set up that show,
they need to be fired.
Yes.
Like, why did you do this?
Another career path.
And then I don't talk about my feelings. It shows on the surface. Has a lot to do with pretty much why I wear a mask. The people closest to me say my eyebrows always show what I'm feeling. My face shows what I'm feeling. My body language, So I tried to hide some of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I hide a lot of my feelings, NoEmotion style. Because it shows on the surface. And then, you know, my dick has a lot of girth and curve in it. You know, hopefully nobody's, you know, anybody's ex-girlfriend or whatever that finds out about that, or, you know, ex whatever, or their present girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? They'll tell you, hey, he wasn't lying about that bar. Nobody's ever going to know the truth besides those that are exposed to the pain that it delivers. The rubbing of one side, you know what I'm saying? I've been told I've given a lot of intervaginal cysts. Like, yo, the way that your dick just rubs on one side of my vagina is destroying my insides. I think I got to go to see a doctor. I'm pretty violent, and then it's just doing this abnormal thing, you know? God. It's just touching one side, just punching her in the fucking kidney. And, yeah, man, sorry about that.
Oh shit! I already look at all the comments. Like, there's gonna be someone like, "Yep, he ain't lying.
He ain't lying," because my girl said that I give her cis also.
I'm fucking dying over here, bro. Yo, I'm trying not to like laugh right into the mic.
But there's a level of vulnerability, man. It's
exactly.
You're exposed because it's like not everybody's in the mood for that. You know what I'm saying? Like some women are gonna be like, nah, I can't.
No, I trust me.
And that might crush their dreams.
Exactly. Like, hold up. Oh, he's one of those.
Like, back out. Unsubscribe. I'm not coming to the recording session.
I told you what was happening. Yeah. Listen to the music.
You took a chance though. Just for the sake of being honest and truthful, you took a chance and you put it out there. The decision that they make will determine what their future is.
Exactly.
Their kidney might not get
now they got a disclaimer.
Discomfort.
There you go.
Discomfort. Hell yeah, dog.
Oh shit.
All
right. So we can roll into shout out to Dr.
Hell yeah.
Volk.
Shout out to Dr. Volk. Shout out to Dr. Volk. We're all happy you was born. No more baby bye-bye. No more cream pie. Try to feel and realize the evil trying to take control. You must hate me because that's what it seems like. Okay, so big shout out to Dr. Volk. He's been doing my videos for mad long. He's been doing my artwork for mad long. He's one of my closest best friends. He is my best friend. And the day that I recorded this song, it was his birthday.
Word, okay.
So the day I recorded this song, I literally just said, shout out to Dr. Volk. We're all happy he was born, because happy birthday, born. And then, no more baby bye-bye, no more cream pie. So somebody created an AI image of this fat baby eating a pie. All right, like, you know, it was that era where everybody's creating different prompts. Yeah. And I was just like, yo, that's crazy, da-da-da. and then the whole shit with Dr. Volk being born, and then if there's no more cream pie, there's no more birth. There's no more babies. Because cream pie is how you know what I'm saying, leave your cream inside the pie, dog. You know what I'm saying? No more cream pie, no more, baby, bye-bye, no more cream pie. Babies are gone once the cream pie stops, unless they're born in the lab.
Unless they're born in the little tubes.
Unless they're born in the lab. And then try to feel and realize when evil is taking control. It's sort of like when I get the urge when I'm trying not to drink alcohol, trying not to do real drugs. I feel it calling me, dog. Like that shit is...
It's like tapping you on the shoulder like, hey.
I feel it whispering like, you should just take a couple of shots. You should go to the strip club and you should like just the darkness, the evil. I feel it when it's trying to take control, you know what I'm saying? And then the next bar comes from just the people like, you must really hate me because that's what it seems like. Like, I just don't like it when people act like they like you. You know they hate you, but they're doing their best to just front. Like, dog, like, I know, like, I could tell you hate me, dog, because that's what it seems like. Regardless of the bullshit that you're doing right here in front of me, I know you don't like me, and you know I could tell you hate me because that's what it seems like. And,
I've had that feeling before many times with people. You know what I'm saying?
Is that a result? I was gonna ask either one of y'all could answer the question. Is that a result of the person maybe being a little too heavy-handed with the niceties or the you know, it's like, is that
it's the slick comments? It's not
okay.
niceties.
Oh, so it's not okay. So it's just underlying what they say
the handshake.
Comments.
It's the handshake.
Yeah,
it's
handshake
the look in the eyes. It's the
got you.
It's the whole thing, dog. Like, you must really hate me, dog, because that's what it feels like. Like, I'm in tune with what's going on around me, and I be, you know, sometimes I just be feeling shit that's maybe not there, but dog, I trust my instincts, and if I feel like somebody hates me, it must be the truth.
Got you.
Forgive people sometimes. Let me see. Forgive people sometimes for how they're feeling. Mostly neglected from everyone that I respected. Remind me to remind you. You have to arrive on time. Find what you like and then fight for it. So that goes with the last bar. You know, forgive people for when they do hate you, right? Like, forgive them. They don't even know you, dog. They don't know nothing about you. So you're just tripping about your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, they don't know why they hate you. It's the whole famous saying, forgive them for they know not what they do. So forgive people. They don't fully understand. And then I go on right after that, contradicting what I just said, mostly feel neglected from people I respected. I always felt like in my hometown that people don't understand me. They always have this weird shit when it comes to me. Like, oh, it's got to be the perfect song. It's got to match your vibe. Oh, I'm thinking about maybe doing your style. And then it could be both of us doing the fucking weird shit that you do. And it's like, bro, you're like low-key neglecting me from you respecting that just do you and me be you. You know what I'm saying? And big shout out to Triple Z's that he was just here. And, you know, he hit me up and we did a song together. So I'm not talking about everybody. You know, I've worked with a lot of people from my home team. But a lot of the people from my home team, they don't understand me. And I always be low-key feeling neglected. Like, especially from the people that I respected. It's like, yo, y'all just don't understand what I'm doing. Y'all don't see the grind, blah, blah, blah. All of those bars go together, dog. Trying to, you know what I'm saying? You must hate me because that's not what it seems like. Forgive people for how they're feeling. I'm neglected. So it's like I'm contradicting myself at the same time because I understand that they don't know me. They don't understand what I'm doing. But I just be feeling neglected, dog, and that's just probably my own darkness. That's me versus me type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's me getting in my own way.
And then you go, remind me to remind you. You have to arrive on time.
Remind me because I am now in a managerial position. I am in a high position at my job where I'm constantly reminding people, yo, you got to show up on time at work, dog. Yo, you're showing up to work late, dog. Do you really need me to remind you that you need to show up on time? And that literally was just like a spillage of my real life
seeping into the
music. Like, dog, it's not my responsibility to remind you that you need to show up at this time for work.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just show up on time, man. Everybody's got to produce. Everybody's got a job to do. Most people are not gonna have. What happens is that when you're not there on time to get shit done, somebody has to pick up the slack for you, and nobody wants to do that. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to do that.
Nobody wants to do that.
You want to make the guy running the show look good too. I mean, that works out better for you in the long run if you.
Yeah.
And I'm always fucking late, bro.
Damn, see,
Sorry, yo. I'm always late. Dog. I'm always late. I'll be like, yo, I'm leaving right now, and it's like an hour before, and then I'll be like, yo, I had to stop at Walgreens 3-4 times. That happened today.
Yeah.
Facts, bro.
Oh shit.
All right, so I guess we keep it moving. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
All right, so what in the world is going on the surface of Mars? One of these days, these bars will resurface and become fossilized. The only ostrich that has always been ostracized. I'm not the size of an NBA player, but I'm always the bigger person. So for this bar, it's kind of like weirdly deep. So is Mars considered a world?
I would have.
It's a planet.
Yeah,
it's a planet. So it has to be.
Maybe it used to be a world.
I mean, that's a
Does
theory.
the world have to have
That's a
inhabitants?
theory.
That's a theory.
Okay.
So
I've never
I
asked that
said,
question. That's
what in the world is going on the surface of Mars? One of these days, these bars will resurface and become fossilized. Because I'm sure if we go to Mars and start digging, we're going to find some
shit.
fossils. And one day, this world, which is planet Earth, will probably not be inherited by fucking our whatever, and there'll be fossils of humans like there's fossils of dinosaurs.
Okay.
So my bars is going to be resurfaced somehow, maybe, hopefully, on the, in our realm because of time. And then I'm saying the only ostrich that's been ostracized because I always feel like I'm this hybrid of the same creature. Like we're all ostriches, but maybe my pops was a fucking peacock that was able to, get his dick big enough to pipe up a long-legged ostrich. And now I'm this half-bred ostrich peacock. Could you imagine an ostrich with peacock feathers? How sexy that motherfucker would be? A big, tall-ass 6 foot, beautiful fucking feathers.
Shit, Big Bird will be having a field day, bro.
Fucking screaming and shit in the morning. Bro, so I always feel like I'm ostracized because I always feel like I'm this hybrid, dog. And then the fucking, I'm not the size of an NBA player, but I'm always the bigger person. People in my life always turn on me. They switch up. I did not do nothing wrong to you. I didn't steal no money from you. I didn't take your girl. I didn't fucking beat you up. I didn't do nothing, but people change up, right? And then after their change up, their mental decision, I'm usually the one years later like, hey, bro, just checking in on you, seeing if you good.
Got you. Yeah.
Yo, how you been, man? You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that shit. Whatever happened, like, I don't even know what I did. A lot of the times my conversations start, I don't even know what I did wrong. Yeah. I have no idea what I did wrong. I want to be the bigger person, and I just want to fucking, let's try to move forward. So I'm not the size of an NBA player, bro, but I am always in my reality, and the people closest to me can vouch for this, I am always the bigger person when people find a reason to be mad with me, dog.
Round of applause for that shit right there.
I think that's something that people have to work on more. So you're not someone who uses the term "I told you so" pretty often, from what I'm gathering here, because you're the bigger person. There's no reason for you to remind someone that the decision they made was the wrong one. Yeah, you're ready to move past.
I'm ready to move past it. And let's start building towards the future. Let's start hugging again. Mm-hmm. Let's start handshaking again, dog. Let's get past that bullshit. None of that
Proper
shit matters.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, let's whoever it is, there's always a bigger person and another person that's holding on to their shit. And when you're holding on to shit, you're holding it, so it's shrinking you down. So you're like hobbiting and shit. You know, you shrink into a hobbit. Mm-hmm. And I'm usually always the person willing to squash all beefs that other people started with me, dog. I am not the creator of beef ever, dog.
We need a lot more of that, man. Definitely. Yeah.
I wish I could say the same, bro. I wish I could. I've been the bigger person a lot, but there's sometimes I'm a small motherfucker, bro. I'm petty sometimes.
Yo, dog, I respect it though, dog. Sometimes it's
I'm
like
50 petty sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 50 Cent petty. Dog.
His level of
dog, but I respect 50 Cent. You know, sometimes you got it, dog. But that's just me and my reality. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you.
Hell yeah. And then the next bar is, you better hurry quick, decide and pick a side. All those spritz drinks are invoking dark spirits. Don't trust anything that's made from disbelief. Getting a settlement from an accident inside of the magic school bus. So the first bar, of course, goes with the last one, being the bigger person. Yeah. Like, I was the bigger person. You better hurry up quick and make a decision.
Yeah.
What side you on? You gonna stick on this side of the people that said whatever, or you gonna pick my side? And then the next bar goes with those ones too, because the spritz drinks, which is alcohol, usually is the reason of the bullshit.
Invoking the dark spirits in that matter.
You're invoking these dark spirits, dog. Like, yo, dog, all of those dark spirits that you drinking, that shit is the reason why we're having this issue at the time.
Yeah.
Don't trust anything that comes from disbelief. You know what I'm saying? If something is coming from a place of disbelief, how would you ever trust it? Like, you're literally like, I know that this is like, you don't even believe it. So how the fuck am I going to trust it? You know what I'm saying? Don't trust anything that comes from disbelief. And then the magic school bus, ready to get a settlement from an accident, dog. Miss Frizzle was driving crazy, dog. She had a lizard crawling on her and shit.
I ain't see no seatbelts on that.
I ain't see no seatbelts on the magic school bus. You better believe if I was in an accident traveling inside somebody's body or traveling in outer space or into the middle of a volcano, you think none of that shit was a liability?
Yeah.
I mean, who gave her permission to take those kids those places, dog? You know what I'm saying?
Who gave that bitch the permission to take my kid to the center of the earth? Big King Kong down there, Godzilla down there. You got my son on the bus. Bitch, I'll kill you, bitch. And then my son come back with a missing arm talking about, Daddy, they bit me. Bro, we suing these bitches, bro. Fuck the magic school bus. We try to get that money, dog.
Oh,
Damn.
man.
Yo, man. No, you didn't sign a waiver.
You didn't sign no waiver.
Yeah, so someone has to be held liable.
The permission, the parent.
There needs to be some liability.
The permission slip?
The permission
slip. The field trip form, no waiver, no. Yeah, none of that. None of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, damn. And my son came back missing a limb. Come on now.
You unpacked all of that.
Yeah, I unpacked
there's really nothing to deep dive on that one.
Hell yeah, so we'll just keep it going, because the next bar goes with the magic school bus bar, which is, don't be dumb. Don't be dumb and take life for granted. Leave the crumbs for the ants, kids. I'm done Google searching. From now on, I'm asking Jeeves. Truly believe we should burn down all corporations. When will my people ever receive reparations? Okay. So with the children in the magic school bus, this bitch was taking these kids in the anthills and shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They going in the anthills, they risking their lives.
Taking life for granted. Yeah.
Taking life for granted, and then it's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to pick up your crumbs. Just leave that shit for the fucking ants. You know what I'm saying? You being too petty. You know what I'm saying? You're on a magic school bus traveling under the fucking thing, and then you're over here like, oh, I don't want to leave this for these fucking ants. Like, yo, you're a part of this existence. Like, don't be petty. Just leave what you can for the people after you, or the people that are eating off the ground, and then don't disrespect them. You know what I'm saying? Respect those people. You know what I mean?
Especially if what you're leaving behind isn't a danger to their ecosystem.
Exactly.
If it's something that's going to create, an unsafe situation for them, but if it's something as long as crumbs for the ants, like, they could benefit from that.
Exactly.
So leave that there.
They say that the ants are like of this planet. They're our like recycling. They're like the natural garbage recycling thing. Like, anything that's dying and decaying that doesn't the ants will come and they clean that shit up. So don't be fucking petty trying to chew every bit of meat off of your dead carcass that you caught. Leave that shit for the ants, children. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm done Google searching. I'm asking Jeeves. That's just my
you're bringing Jeeves back. Yeah.
That's just my old, nostalgia of that. I was a part of the reality before Google.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was there. Like, hey, I was there, guys. You know what I'm saying? I asked Jeeves a bunch of fucking questions, and there's a lot of younger people. Who the fuck is Jeeves, bro?
Yeah.
What the fuck is
They grew up
Jeeves?
under the Google banner. They had no other way.
Jeeves is the original Google, bro.
Yes.
Ask Jeeves, bro.
Yes.
And then, you know what I'm saying? I truly believe that all corporations should be burned down. I do believe that. Like, corporation, dog. Like, I believe that. I'm one of those, like, low-key conspiracy theorist type human beings that believe that the corporations is the fucking venom of this planet. I believe that they're the venom. I believe we need more mom and pop shops.
Yeah.
Fucking, you know what I'm saying? I watched Blockbuster. I had this video shop called Ed's Video that he had Mortal Kombat in there. He had Street Fighter. I would go rent a movie. He would give me quarters to play the video game that my mom didn't give me. And then Blockbuster opened up. What you think happened to fucking Ed?
Wiped them out.
Ed was dead, and that's the beginning of my hatred for corporation. You know, the beginning of, and then there was a chicken spot, and I think there was also corporation. I wish I could remember the name. They had the rotisserie chicken in the window.
Okay.
Back in the day.
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny
Roasters.
Rogers.
Yeah, Kenny Rogers.
Roasters. Yeah.
Boston Market.
And then Boston Market came through and
Boston Market opened up right across the street, took their ass out.
Yeah.
So I watched.
That chicken was good as fuck too.
Yeah.
Dog,
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
I watched Blockbuster, not Blockbuster. I watched Ed's Video, Kenny Rogers get wiped out by major corporations, and it just fueled my hatred for the deepness of. And then of course, you know, you start learning shit about the oil corporations. You start learning about shit like Enron. You start learning about the fucking Apple shit overseas. You start learning about Cobalt. All the shit, bro. These corporations are destroying life, bro. But if it was a mom and pop shop creating iPhones, right, with the little cousins and the brothers in the back, hey, keep digging, son. It would be a different situation, dog. Shit would be different, but I do wish that they would all be gone, you know what I'm saying? And then when will my people ever receive reparations? I am, like I said, a black person from this country, and my mom is very, you know, pro-black and blah, blah, blah. And we did help build the White House. We did help build this country. We were free labor. And whether how people might feel, the same way that if your, you know, father built a fucking organization 200 years ago that you're still reaping from now, that you're driving a fucking Lexus, what's the difference? What is the difference between somebody getting back pay? If you get a raise that's past due, you're owed that money.
yeah, retroactively for sure.
They pay you back. But for whatever reason, since there was no contracts, there was no whatever, the sweat, blood, blah, 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 that was unfair, unjust, all that. Everybody know it right now in civilized whatever. Yo, where's the little back shit, dog? Like, let's just say if there's a t-shirt company that they do back research, because they have paperwork, bruh. If your grandmother was on that fucking plantation picking cottons for t-shirts, you deserve a fucking percentage. Now, I'm not saying all black people deserve a check that they start driving around in Newport trucks.
I'm rich, bitch.
I'm rich, bitch. I'm talking about my great-great-great-great-grandfather helped pick the tobacco that made Newport become Newport. I deserve his back pay. My mother, not me, but my mother, and my mother needs to give it to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, dog, because if we talking business and we talking growth and corporations, let's be real. Motherfuckers be getting back pay, and there's still rich-ass motherfuckers right now getting paid still from the backs of slavery and from the backs of the black people that was, enslaved and had to work for free, bro.
It makes sense because then we go right into the next. It ties in.
Yeah, some stolen property.
Some stolen property. The next bar, there's some stolen property that helped build the White House, which is the last bar. The last bar of the song, dog, because my moms did like deep research on my background from slavery. We got pictures of our actual family members that was like fresh off the field in my mom's crib. Fresh off, like my great-great-grandfather was one of the first black people in his whatever that learned how to read and shit. And he was able to grow a little business. He bought his freedom. So like the way that I think as a person from that history, as I'm working, doing my stocks, doing my crypto, I'm trying to buy my freedom. The same way that my great-great-great-grandfather did to buy his freedom. Because your freedom is able to pay for your time. So I'm just trying to stack my bread so I could buy my freedom and feel free. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that's my belief system. And anybody that disagrees with me, dog, that's how you feel, dog. You ain't living in my shoes, and you probably not even in America, dog. So chill out.
Look at my mask.
Look at my mask. And then the next bar says, look at my mask, is golden. Don't ask, who am I? No emotion. Yeah.
Don't ask, who am I? No emotion.
No emotion.
Hell
Yo,
yeah.
where can they find you, man? Please let these people know how they can get in touch with you and the Godz.
The Discords, the Lighthouse, the Beacon, all that.
So, you know what I'm saying? The main thing is, like, if you just type in no emotion, all one word, or 2 words, or 4 words, which is no emotion gold mask. Some people do that shit. But it's literally no emotion gold mask. But if you search no emotion and the Godz, you'll find the whole team. And if you pull up to the Discord, like, let's just say you're an artist out there, you're trying to fucking find some friends that also create, that make music, that you just want an opinion, or you just want a suggestion, or should I go left, should I go right? What do you think this snare sounds like? Or even you don't have access to certain programs, or you don't know how to edit videos, or you don't know how to color grade your pictures or your videos. Yo, the crew that I've developed does all of that. Animations, AI work. We literally do everything, like, when it comes to this creativity realm. And if you feel alone and you're hearing my voice, it's up to you to stay alone. That's your decision. Because I have a spot, and we'll take you in day one, and we'll help you. And we have your back, dog. You're not by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And in this world of being an artist, you're doing a bigger service than what you think. You're inspiring other people that don't know what they need next. We're all lost. I'm lost. I don't know where my next inspiration is going to come from. I don't know nothing. But all I know is that I'm not by myself. I used to always feel alone. I used to always just feel dolo. That shit is a lie, bruh. There's people that's just like you out here, bruh. And you know what I'm saying? Whether it's with me and the Godz, or whether it's you guys fucking pull up to the Barcodes, dog, you're not by yourself, man. There's other people that's just like you, that think like you. So stop beating yourself up and telling yourself fucking lies. Because you're lying to yourself. Your reality that you're saying, your story, is probably not real. Because you're not by yourself. If you only got one friend that believes in you, dog, you better be blessed that you got that one motherfucker, dog. Because I tell my people every day, man, thank you for believing in me, and thank you for allowing me to believe in you. Because you know how hard it is to let a nigga believe in you? Imagine you losing a boxing match and your homie, come on, man, you can do it. Man, shut the fuck up. I'm in here getting beat up.
There's going to be a moment where doubt might set in.
Man, shut the fuck up. You don't know what I'm going through. Yeah. Dog, I still believe in you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So be happy and appreciative when somebody believes in you. And I appreciate everybody that believes in me. Yo, Beleaf. Look at that. His name is Beleaf, dog. One more time, dog. Thank you for believing in me, dog. Oh, hey, Ed, you've been believing in me for so long, too. I appreciate y'all. Big shout out to all the Godz. Thank you to everybody that keeps showing up and believing in yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you can achieve every goal you set, whether it's some music shit, whether it's some fucking pressure washing shit, whether it's some, I'm going to start building houses and I'm going to create this new way to take the water out the air and create clean water. Dog, you could do all that shit, bruh. Create flying cars, but realistically, you're not going to do that shit by yourself. And then when you are working on the shit, don't neglect the people that are bringing you a plate of food or a glass of water. Right, those people are believing in you by them bringing you those items and sticking with you, dog. Appreciate those people that appreciate you and love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to y'all. Big shout out to the people, and peace to the gods.
Yes. We just witnessed the God's prayer there.
There you
It
go.
was dope. We got one for
Bro,
Barcodes.
let's go.
Yo, Beleaf.
You already know what it is, man. We got another one.
Yes, sir. Shouts to Atlantic, the barbershop, for housing and hosting us.
And sponsoring us.
Yes. You already know what to do. If you're already following NoEmotion, if not, go ahead and do that. You're here. Comments, rate, subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff. And we'll see y'all next Tuesday.
Peace, 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 peace. Merry Peacemas, everybody, and peace to all.
The gods. Only 10 more days until we reach 800. How did the gods find so many kindred spirits? Still didn't get to hear Kendrick's new album. When I hear someone appreciate life, I don't doubt him. There's no more questions once you find answers. Spitting fire like they doused him in gasoline. Dark times, time to build us a lighthouse. Nothing wrong with threatening, meddling teenagers. I lost my way until I changed direction. In and out of selection due to my complexion. A lot to think about, all these choices will affect my future. Is there any side effects from over drinking kombucha? I always used to wonder why the toughest guys would always cry. Whenever I'm down, I surround myself with nature. The mainstream is using hip-hop to give you a brain freeze. I have a long short story that's filled with glory. I see my future, but there's a possibility it could change. I don't care if I'm wrong, this puzzle seems like it needs to be rearranged. I'm on a quest collecting all of my lost dreams. I don't work as a doorman, but I open them for strangers. Very good at pretending to be okay while I suffer in silence. Solve this riddle, I busted 7 nuts and have 9 kids. Why do old people hate learning new things from young people? Nothing better than an emo session with no emotion. I saw the water, so I dove in. I time travel and Beethoven taught me how to play guitar. Saw a light show in the daytime, didn't see anything. I don't talk about my feelings, it shows on the surface. My dick has a lot of girth and a curve in it. Shout out to Dr. Vogt, we're all happy you was born. No more baby bye-bye, no more cream pie. Try to feel and realize when evil takes control. You must really hate me, cause that's what it seems like. Forgive people sometimes for how they're feeling. Mostly neglected from everyone I respected. Remind me to remind you, you have to arrive on time. Find what you like and then fight for it. What in the world is going on the surface of Mars? One day these bars will resurface and become fossilized. The only ostrich that has always been ostracized. I'm not the size of an NBA player, but I'm always the bigger person. You better hurry quick, decide and pick a side. All those spritz drinks are invoking dark spirits. Don't trust anything that's made from disbelief. Getting a settlement from an accident in the magic school bus. Don't be dumb and take life for granted. Leave the crumbs for the ants, kids. I'm done Google searching. From now on, I'm asking Jeeves. Truly believe we should burn down all corporations. When will my people ever receive reparations? Some stolen property that helped build the White House. Look at my mask, it's golden. Don't ask who am I. No emotion. The gods. Sage, the 33rd scroll.